Hello and welcome to beautiful Forefront Field in sunny Avon, Ohio. It's the series finale between the Florence Y'alls and the Lake Erie Crushers. Welcome to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN, as well as the Florence Y'alls Radio Network. Rory Tettemer, your play-by-play broadcaster, excited to join you for the three-game series finale. Florence has brought out the brooms, looking for a sweep of the Crushers in what is a very big matchup for the Y'alls just in terms of the playoffs here. Florence obviously trying to keep their foot on the gas, getting that second wild card, possibly if they're able to, get a few other jabs along the way against Evansville on the weekend, move up into that first wild card spot. But trying to take care of a team that is far out of the race, and Florence can move them completely out of the race. With a win here today, they can eliminate the Lake Erie Crushers completely from the 2026 playoff run. The Y'alls will send out right-handed pitcher Nate Lawson against the righty Alex Garbrick. It's the first time we're seeing a righty on the mound for the Lake Erie Crushers. It'll be the first time Florence has thrown a righty starter as well. Florence coming off of two very good wins against the Crushers. 6-2 back on Tuesday and 14-2 in an explosion late for Florence yesterday. A game that C.J. Blowers was able to come in the fourth inning, throw four shutout innings. Jet Lotus didn't have too much of a task, just 2 innings to end the ball game when he had a sizable lead. Blowers gets the win, Kobe Reeves gets the loss, and Florence fueled by a 7-run 7th inning plus 2 more runs in the 8th and 9th. They were able to come away with the series win, moving into the season series now 4-3 in favor of the Y'alls. As I mentioned, it is going to be a pivotal set against the Otters this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Evansville just a few games ahead of them in the Midwest Central Division. Evansville also creeping up on the legs of Washington, now 3 games back from them. They will be playing as well tonight. Evansville going to be looking for a sweep of the Wild Things, who are on a 4-game losing streak. Florence keeping pace, still ahead of Windy City by about 5.5 games for a hold of that second wild card, but Windy City has bigger things on their mind. They are trying to catch the Schaumburg Boomers. They're 3 games back of that, and they'll be looking for a sweep today. So it's brooms all the way around in the Frontier League. We'll see who comes up with it and who does not. Nate Lawson, one of the best pitchers for Florence this season. He'll enter with a 5.01 record and a 4.48 ERA. He was scheduled to face the Crushers last week on Thursday. That game obviously got postponed. It'll be made up on Wednesday of next week at Thomas More Stadium. He did not throw against them then. It have not thrown against him this season. Lawson, first time facing the Crushers in a rematch of what would have been that matchup on Thursday against Alex Garbrick, who's 0-5 with an 8.13 ERA. Lawson, his last time out, did not qualify in the ballgame. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 6 Ks against a talented Schaumburg offense. But Lawson has been one of the best starting pitchers for Florence this season with a sub-5 ERA right at 4.88. Lawson out of Western Kentucky, hoping to continue his great rookie season here against the Crushers. Alex Garbrick, Florence has not seen him as well this season, but he has just not been able to qualify in a win for the Crushers. Garbrick, 6'1", 210 pounds, out of Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. His last time out was against Evansville. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and just 1 strikeout. 73 pitches there. It is his 5th professional season, but the first with the Crushers, coming from the Atlantic League in 2025 and parts in 2026. You can see the numbers there on HTN. Garbrick 0-5. Lawson 5-1. It is a matchup where Florence should certainly have the starting pitching advantage. Are they going to be able to use it like they have been the last few games here? They were able to really get to Jack Eisenbarger on Tuesday. Not so much against Kobe Reeves yesterday. They put up 3 runs in an inning. That was really all they had against Reeves. Still dealt both of them the loss. Let's see if they can hand Garbrick another one to move him to 0-6. Let's take a look at the lineups first for your away team, Florence Y'alls. Leading things off, the center fielder, Cole Brannon. Batting second, the second baseman, Brett Blomquist. In the 3 slot, the first baseman, Hank Zeisler. Batting clean up the right fielder, Brendan Bobo. In the 5 slot, the designated hitter, Marcus Brodell. Batting 6 at the hot corner, Garrett Broussard. Batting 7th, the left fielder, Milo Rushford. In the 8 hole will be the shortstop, Dylan Baker. Rounding out the catcher, Zach Beadle. Exact same lineup as yesterday. I mean, Zade Richardson on the pine once again with Oscar Serranos and Kyle Harbison. Harbison will line up for a 2-start week in Evansville, where he can catch Evan Webster on Sunday. They have been going as the battery in all of their starts this season. On the flip side for Lake Erie, they're really switching things up with that right-handed pitcher on the mound. They'll throw 4 lefties at you to open up the lineup. Redfield as the designated hitter. Jared Watkins, the shortstop, moves up to the 2 slot. Batting third, the third baseman, Pavin Parks. In the cleanup spot, made his debut yesterday, the first baseman, Braden Jobert. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Luis Acevedo. In the sixth slot, the center fielder, Garrett Pike. Batting seventh, the right fielder, James Jett. In the eighth slot, the left fielder, Chase Nixon. And rounding it out will be the catcher, Ian Francis. 6 lefties in the lineup for the Crushers. I should mention Florence with a lot of good bullpen pieces available today. Blowers with 4 innings yesterday, Lotus with 2. Those are the 2 that will not be available. Have not yet seen the Florence debut of Chris Peraza. Haven't seen Danny Heinz in the series at all. You saw McAvoy on Tuesday, but he is a lefty. It's almost like a layup for Toby Hall to throw him into this game with 4 lefties in a row at the top of the order. But you also have Jones, Costa, and Girard available as well in the bullpen. For the Lake Erie Crushers, they used a lot of their bullpen pieces yesterday. And they did save themselves in the last inning throwing Pavin Parks. That's obviously the third baseman, but were able to use a position player to close things out in what was a blowout loss. Even though you went into that 7th inning only up 3-2. A 7-run 7th changes the trajectory of the game. You didn't have to use any of your big bullpen pieces if you're Florence. And meanwhile, Lake Erie really to send Ben Pxp out there to fade away through the rest of the ball game and had Pavin Parks clean it up. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here at Forefront Field in Avon, Ohio. Once again, I mean, just a great day for some baseball. Wind is blowing in. Now, I mentioned on Tuesday, it's very unlike the wind here at Avon, Ohio to be blowing out. We are getting the full Avon experience here. Wind blowing in towards home plate. Lefties will have a tough time getting the ball out of the ballpark. Only saw Marcus Brodell put one over the wall into right field. I wouldn't say it's, not going to have any home runs. Still have something to the left field off the bat of a righty, or, Brendan Bobo, Hank Zeisler going opposite field. They have plenty of power to do that as well, but may not see as many fireworks pull side for a lefty as you have been the last couple of days. Either way, the sky is clear. The sun is shining down here at Forefront Field, and the Lake Erie Crushers are about to take the field for our national anthem. We'll pause on the 50 West Brewing pregame show. But don't go anywhere. Florence Y'all's Baseball is coming up on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. lovely, lovely rendition of our national anthem. What do you say, everybody? Let's get ready for the series finale between the Florence Yalls and the Lake Erie Crushers. Right-handed pitcher Alex Garbrick on the mound for the Crushers. He enters today with an 0-5 record and an 8.13 ERA. First to greet him for the Yalls will be Cole Brandon, Brett Blomquist, and Hank Zeisler. Florence sending 5 lefties against the righty Alex Garbrick. 3 in a row. It's the exact same lineup as yesterday, including the catcher, Zach Beadle. Do not see that often, the catcher for Florence going back-to-back games, but they are trying to set up Harbison to throw or catch with Evan Webster on Sunday. So a 2-start series for Harbison in Evansville, where Florence will head there right after this game. The Yalls in the baby blue jerseys, gray pants, and the baby blue caps. Lake Erie Crushers, white pants, black jerseys, and white caps. Cole Brandon will start things off in the left-handed batter's box. Brandon has been a great top-of-the-order piece for Florence ever since losing Tyler Shaneyville and Jackson Tucker. You almost have not been able to find the difference, especially defensively in center field, but as well at the plate. Brandon 2 for 5 yesterday with 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, a walk and a K, had 4 putouts in center field. Alex Garbrick his last time out. 4 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and a K. 73 pitches against Evansville. He's tossed 31 innings pitched this season, 9 walks to 15 Ks. First pitch in there for a strike at 6:35. Actually a minute earlier today than we were the last 2 days. Again, it is a beautiful day in Avon, Ohio. Clear skies, sun shining down on us. The wind's a little loud, blowing in right now from center field. But you're not going to see me complain. 0-2 the count. Garbrick sideways windup, first base side of the rubber. Kick the 0-2 pitch. Off speed misses downstairs. 27-37 on that spin rate. That's good numbers on a slider. Garbrick out of Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. He was drafted in the 17th round of the 2021 MLB June draft by the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. 4-pitch strikeout to Cole Brandon, first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brett Blomquist. Let's take a look at the defense. Behind Garbrick, Nixon in left field, Plank in center, Jett in right. In the infield, it's Pavin Park over at third, Watkins at short, Acevedo at second, Joe Bear at first, and doing the catching today, Ian Francis. Brett Blomquist, first pitch to him. Misses downstairs at 84, 24.93 there on that spin rate. Blomquist 1 for 4 yesterday. An RBI, 2 runs scored, a walk and 2 Ks, hitting .333 on the season. 1-0, misses out 2-0. He's had a tremendous rookie year. Believe, he should definitely be the Frontier League Rookie of the Year. Wind up 2-0 to Blomquist. Grounder, third base side and foul. So Garbrick bounced around the Phillies organization from 2021 to 24, spending time in the Florida Complex League, Clearwater Threshers, and Jersey Shore Blue Claws. So reached as high as High A in Jersey Shore. Beautiful stadium there. 2-1 fouls it away. Clearwater Threshers. Good location as well. No bias. Posted a 3-0 record with a 3.67 ERA. Across 21 games, 4 starts. Struck out 26, walked 11 in high A ball. So pretty good numbers in high A. I don't know. Must have had some sort of injury. Ended his career with the Phillies. Full count. Spent the last 2 seasons with the Lancaster Stormers of the Atlantic League. Payoff pitch. Misses outside. 1-out walk for Brett Blomquist. 1-out runner aboard for the captain, Hank Zeisler. Talk about a stat line, a final line for Zeisler yesterday. Went 0 for 2 with an RBI, a run scored, and 2 walks. Still always increasing that on-base percentage, .437. Still producing at the plate, coming home to score. Just did not get that hit. He is chasing multiple records. Again, still tied for the franchise record of doubles. First pitch to him. He cranks it down the right field line. That's going to drop in 4 extra bases into the corner. On the way to second is Zeisler. He'll have history. Franchise record, 77th double for Zeisler. Put the crown on him. Florence runners second and third with 1 away. And the crowd goes crazy here in Avon, Ohio. Franchise record for Zeisler. Gets his 25th double of the season. He'll be chasing that single season record as well. He is 5 away from that in terms of doubles. Now his 110th hit of the season. He's 10 away from the single season hit record. And if he comes home to score, he will tie the single season run record. What do you say? I guess most importantly, runner second and third and 1 away now for Brendan Bobo. First pitch to him, misses downstairs. The 1-0. Whoa, laced down the right field line. Well foul. 1-1 the count. 93 off the bat there from Bobo. He was all over the right field line yesterday. Technically, he's just been owning it total on at the plate, but also defensively. The 1-1. Foul tip into the glove of Francis. Blomquist on third, Zeisler on second, 1 away. Stephen Gregg tuning in said Rory, a win would get Florence to 500 on the road, a road record of 22 and 22. You're right. I'm already happy that Florence has tied up their series record on the road. 1-2 to Bobo. Cranks it down the right field line. That's going to drop in all the way to the corner. Blomquist will jog in. Right on his tail is Zeisler. He'll come in to score. It's a 2-run double from Brendan Bobo. Florence strikes first. They're on top 2-0. Back-to-back doubles in almost the exact same spot for Zeisler and Bobo. Bobo has awakened at the plate. Getting that average almost back up to 300. Bobo entered today at 296. Pretty amazing. Marcus Brodell now at the plate. Runner on second, 1 away. Florence on top, 2-0. That one's in there for a strike. Brodell entered the series with the on-base percentage. He does still have it, .443. Leads the team in on-base. .003 ahead of Blomquist. 0-1 to Brodell. High chopper foul down the third base line. But how about that? I mean, nobody talks about Marcus Brodell enough. We do on the broadcast. He's hitting .292 now. 40 walks. It's been incredible. A rookie season for him as well. At a USF. The 0-2 misses upstairs. Got to speak to Marcus Brodell on, his college experience. Obviously a USF Bull. Talked about a few times where he thought he was going to other schools and, either went to USF or stayed at USF. That one misses downstairs. Well, his final season, he decommitted from Arkansas, stayed at USF because there was I believe a shift in coaching. That happens in college. I spoke about it with Nathan Lawson just yesterday when he transferred from Eastern Kentucky to Western Kentucky. 2-2 to Brodell, swing and a miss. 2 Ks in the inning for Garnbrick. That's the second out. And to bring up Garrett Broussard. So I had Zeisler at 82 runs. Baseball Reference has him at 81. We'll go off of Baseball Reference, even though, iScore just bounces around on some of these runs. That one's fouled away. So now he's at 82 runs, and he's 1 away from tying the single-season record. This is his 302nd game with the Yalls. 3 away from tying the all-time games played record. And that would be the final franchise record for Zeisler to cross off the list. 0-1 in there for a strike. 0-2 the count. Yalls up 2-0. Runner on second, Bobo. 2 away in the opening frame. Florence strikes first. Broussard yesterday 1 for 4 with a run scored, a walk and a K. He's hitting .283 on the season. From the stretch, the 0-2. Check swing, fouls it away. Zade Richardson filling in as the first base coach. Tyler Schoenfeld was here at a certain point, I believe. He was here on Tuesday. He's going to try and make it to the game today. He's in the nearby area. 0-2, swing and a miss. 3 Ks for Garnbrick, but he coughs up 2 runs. Leaves a runner in scoring position. 2-run double from Brendan Bobo. The Yalls have a lead as we head to the bottom of the first. Lake Erie gets their first crack when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Nate Lawson takes them out for the Yalls. It's the bottom of the first, always brought to you by Heritage Bank. At Heritage Bank, we believe your money should work as hard as you do. Proudly local, fiercely dependable. That's the Heritage difference. Visit heritagebank.com to find a branch near you today. Joe Redfield, Jared Watkins, and Pavin Parks. First 3 for Lawson. The right-handed pitcher on the mound enters today with a 5.01 record and a 4.88 ERA. That one's laced out towards left field. It's going to drop in front of Rushford for a leadoff single. Redfield is aboard. First hit of the day for the Crushers. Florence a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Brendan Bobo with a 2-run double. Right after Hank Zeisler broke the franchise record in doubles, the all-time franchise record in doubles. So Lawson gets out to an early lead. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Jared Watkins. Watkins moves up in the order with the righty on the mound. Redfield bouncing around at first. Pickoff attempt, nothing going. Top of the zone, no good. Redfield with some wheels on first. He is definitely getting a decent-sized lead against Lawson. Watkins yesterday was hitting 7th. He went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Strikeout, he's hitting .248 on the season. 1-1, bounces downstairs. Lawson his last time out. A no decision against Schaumburg. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 6 Ks. Redfield takes off at first. That one skied foul after retreat. Had a good jump. It's that rolling lead. If he times it right, he'll go. Sometimes Lawson can fool him with a little bit of a hold. Laura Renke said, "Wish you could tell us whose record Hank is breaking." Let me get that for you, Laura. Tim Grogan, 2007 to 2010. Everything else is Ryan Basham. Tim Grogan had the doubles. Here's the payoff. Skied out towards center field. Redfield was on the run. Making the grab is Cole Brannon. Throw goes on to first. It's a bullet, but a little up the line. And Redfield is back safely. Grogan 07 to 2010. From Fort Thomas, Kentucky, drafted by the Chicago White Sox. That can't be it. Yeah, it is. Oh, my. So 05-06, he was drafted by the Chicago White Sox. Or 2002, he was drafted by them. And then the New York Mets. He went to Covcath. Then went to WKU. Was drafted out of college by the Mets. Didn't excite too much in low A for Brooklyn. Redfield still bouncing around at first. 1-0 to Parks. Top of the zone, no good. Came over to Florence for 4 seasons. 3 20-double seasons. His highest was 25. Zeisler just tied that number. A one-time above 300 hitter with Florence. That one misses upstairs, 3-0. Decent home run numbers. 11, 12, and 12. All pale in comparison to the captain. 3-0. In there for a strike. Top of the zone. Fastball there. 89 miles per hour. 3-1, fouls it away. Redfield takes off. The payoff fouls it away. Redfield has had to stick over at first. He has gone a couple of times. Trying to move himself into scoring position. Florence up 2-0. Parks was 1 for 5 yesterday with 4 Ks. Came on the mound later as well. Inning pitch, 2 hits, 2 runs. It was a home run by Dylan Baker. Payoff again. Hard hit over towards the second baseman. Blomquist's only throw is on to first. He does make a nice stab at it for a 4-3 put away. Redfield into scoring position. Was off on the pitch. Brings up Braden Jobert. Jobert had a heck of a first 2 at-bats for his Crushers debut. Single came home to score the first run of the day for the Crushers, and then a home run his next time up. He's hitting .288, recently acquired at the acquisition deadline from the Tri-City Valley Cats. Ground ball, broken bat, right back to Nate Lawson. He'll run it over to first and give an underhand toss to the captain to end the inning. Stranding a runner in scoring position. After 1, Florence is up 2-0. We head to the top of the second when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top of the second. Always our umpire intro brought to you by Pella Window and Door. Looking for the clear view of every call. Trust Pella Window and Door to bring you replay-worthy clarity and craftsmanship you can count on. Pella Window and Door, so good. Even the ump won't miss a thing. 7-9 for the Yalls. Rushford, Baker, and Beadle with a 2-0 lead. Looking to add. First pitch to Rushford in there for a strike. Back-to-back doubles for Florence from Zeisler and Bobo did the job in the opening frame. Alex Garbrick did strike out the side, but had some trouble against the 2-3-4 of Florence. 1-1 the count to Rushford. Milo yesterday, 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs, a run scored. Hitting .261 on the season with a .401 on base. The 1-1 pitch misses in. Garbrick, a Moorhead State University 2017 to 2020, and then a USC Upstate graduate. Ground ball over towards the second baseman, Acevedo. Swallows it up, throwing to first is in time. 4-3 on the put away at Rushford. And that'll bring up Dylan Baker. Not much length from Garbrick. I mean, 2025, just 2 starts, 5 1/3 innings pitch, 13.5 ERA. 8 Ks, 6 walks. And then 2026, again with the Atlantic League, 10 games, 4 starts, 20 1/3. That one's in there for a strike. 17 strikeouts to 12 walks. Had a 9.74 ERA. (0-1) fouls it away. He is the man on the mound trying to extinguish the Florence flame. The 0-2, swing and a miss. 4th K of the day for Garbrick. Again, not exciting strikeout numbers entering this, but he's sat out 4 of the 8 Yalls that he's faced. Had just 1 K against Evansville. That brings up Zach Beadle, 1 for 5 yesterday with a run scored and 2 Ks. 226 average entering. First pitch to him, misses outside. Beadle, a big fan of the home-style Rice Krispie treat. He's had one before every game so far this series. Home-style ones are very good. Home-style Rice Krispie, a little bigger. It's got some marshmallows inside it. He knows what he's doing. His power alley into right center field, a little bit affected right now with the wind blowing, straight in and howling at that. 1-1 pitch, misses downstairs. Yeah, I think pull side for a righty, still doable for a home run. And a lefty, like I said, Brodell was the only one I saw put it out. Bobo might have had one. 2-1, laces it out towards center field. It's going to send Pike back, but he does have room. Nice piece there from Zach Beadle, but Florence goes down in order. 5 retired in a row for Garbrick. Heading to the bottom of the second, still 2-0 lead when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom of the second, a look at our Thomas More scoreboard. Always a scoreboard partner, Thomas More University. There you'll be able to take your life and your career as far as you want it to go. Apply or donate today at thomasmore.edu. Florence with a 2-0 lead on the Thomas More scoreboard. Also do want to give you guys that umpire intro. Jalen Jarvis behind home plate. Caleb Groom down the first baseline. Dalton James down the third baseline. First pitch to Acevedo, laces it down the left field line. Rushford all the way to the wall, and it bounces off the foul pole. An ambush home run. It's a 2-1 ball game. Acevedo yesterday with 4 walks on the first pitch he sees today. Let me register an at-bat. 82 left, high and in. Power alley for Acevedo. 99 off the bat, 346 on the distance. Brings up Garrett Plank, the lefty. 2-1 ball game, second hit allowed by Lawson. First pitch in there for a strike, top of the zone. Lawson had 3 seasons at EKU before transferring to Western Kentucky. I was asking, how did that relationship end? As that one skied out towards right center field. Another well-hit ball. Brandon all the way to the gap. He tracks it down for out number 1. Really good grab there from Cole Brannon. Covering a lot of ground, starting from dead center, and that really was, about as split right center gap as you could get. Brings up James Jett, the man out of Louisville, Kentucky. Lawson, 3 seasons at EKU. No bad blood leaving Eastern Kentucky. Was, similar to what we were talking about with Brodell. The manager, the coach changes, and all of a sudden you're in the transfer portal for your final season. Ends up going to WKU and had a far better season. Was excited to play with, a winning culture with Western Kentucky. He was 2-2, 4.63 ERA. That one skied out towards right field. It's going to send Bobo back in front of the warning track. He backpedals and makes the grab. A lot of hard hit balls in the outfield. Open up this inning. 2 away. There's 20 starts for Lawson, 28 Ks. Sorry, it was not 20 starts, 20 appearances. 28 Ks and 7 walks. 35 innings pitched. First pitch is in there for a strike. Lawson tossed the only complete game of the season for Florence, July 31st against Gateway. Almost a shutout. Allowed 1 earned run. Picked up 7 Ks. 0-1 misses inside. 1-1 the count. Lawson hails from Russell Springs, Kentucky. He was the Russell County High School first-team All-State finalist for Mr. Kentucky and the PBR Kentucky Player of the Year in 2022. One foul ball down the first baseline. Boy, am I getting old. I graduated college in 22. 1-2 the count to Nixon from Wilmington, North Carolina. He enters today with a 296 average. Small sample size. 1-2. Fouls it away. How about this for Lawson as a senior? 470 average, 13 home runs, 15 doubles, 48 RBIs, and then went 11-2 with a .78 ERA. 123 Ks and 72 innings at Russell County. That's a heck of a season. 1-2, swing and a miss, bottom of the zone. So after a first pitch leadoff home run, Lawson goes simply business after that and retires the next 3. Still a 2-1 lead for the Yalls as we head to the top of the 3rd. Tettemer Trivia when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top half of the third inning, Florence with a 2-1 lead. Always brought to you by the Roar Agency, located in all 50 states across the nation. Feel the Roar difference with Roar Insurance. Visit us today at roarins.com. Cole Brandon shows bunt and pops up the first pitch for out number 1. It's been 6 retired in a row for Garbrick after giving up back-to-back doubles from Zeisler and Bobo. And to bring up Brett Blomquist, who walked and scored his last time up. First pitch will miss outside. One 0. Misses downstairs. Top of the third always brings us our Tettemer trivia. Way it works, I read a question on top half of the third, give you guys the answer in the bottom half. You do have the opportunity to play along. Head on over to Twitter. The question is live on rtettemer9 or Florence_Y'alls. You can comment or guess in the comment section. I'll shout you out here on the broadcast. First to get the correct answer in wins. Wind up the 2-1. Hard hit over towards the shortstop. Watkins bobbles it, and it goes into center field. We'll see how they mark that. Hard hit off the bat, 95. That'll be a base hit for Brett Blomquist, his first of the day, and second time on base. A 1-out base runner for Florence. Our question of the day today, Sal Stewart currently leads Major League Baseball in RBIs and is on pace for 121 RBIs this season. Who was the last rookie to have 120-plus RBIs? Debuted between 2010 to 2020 is my hint. Debuted between 2010 and 2020. So the last rookie to have 120-plus RBIs. First pitch to Zeisler, the newly crowned all-time franchise record holder in doubles with his 77th of his career, 25th of the season. So it's a Sal Stewart-based question for everybody in Cincinnati. 1-0. Zeisler skies it down the left field line over his Nixon towards the foul line. And it's a foul ball. Sal Stewart currently leading Major League Baseball in RBIs. Pretty impressive. Certainly helps his case for, possible Rookie of the Year nod. I would say probably the favorite. Getting beat by WAR from J.J. Weatherholt. But 27 cranks, 12 stolen bases, 809 OPS. 1-1, swing and a miss from Zeisler. One-two pitch, ground ball over towards the second baseman. Acevedo tossed to second one. Relay on to first is in time. 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. Florence, an unconventional 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the third. Get your guesses in for Tettemer Trivia when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom of the third, Florence with a 2-1 lead over the Lake Erie Crushers on our Thomas More scoreboard. Always a scoreboard partner, Thomas More University. Nate Lawson back out for another inning of work. It'll be his final batter for the first time through the order. Ian Francis followed by the top, Joe Redfield and Jared Watkins. Leadoff homer from Acevedo in the second. It's the lone blemish right now against Lawson. 2-1 lead for Florence. First pitch, swing and a miss on the off-speed. We are playing Tettemer Trivia in the inning. Question was, Sal Stewart currently leads Major League Baseball in RBIs. And he's on pace for 121 this season. Who was the last rookie to have 120-plus RBIs? On misses downstairs. Debuted between 2010 to 2020. You have until the second out of this inning to get your guess in on Twitter. It's Art Tettemer9 or Florence_Yalls. 1-1. Ground ball down the third baseline and foul. 1-2. Lawson picked up his first K to end the second inning. First time facing Lake Erie this year. Pitching today on Thursday. He would line up to face them again next Wednesday in one of those games of the doubleheader. The 1-2 pitch misses outside. Lawson's 2-2. Ground ball over towards the right side. Through for a base hit. Brett Blomquist was shaded up the middle for Ian Francis. He gets a leadoff single. It's been 3 for 3 in terms of getting the leadoff runner aboard for the Crushers. Lawson has pretty much had to start every inning in the stretch. Brings up the top of the order Joe Redfield. He singled his last time. Ground ball, same spot, through into right field for a base hit. Station to station, runners first and second with nobody out. Eating that hole through first and second base alive right now. Brings up Jared Watkins. He flied out to deep center. Some loud contact against Lawson early. 77 middle of the plate. Gets a bunt down, right back over to the pitcher. Lawson had the throw on to second. Instead, he'll lob it on to first. No communication that he did have Redfield. And at second, they'll go the easy way. It's a sac bunt for Watkins. Runners second and third with one away. Situational small ball. Tying run on third, go-ahead run on second for Lake Erie. Pavin Parks, the power bat of Lake Erie at the plate. Grounded out to second his last time up. First pitch, 2-0 misses downstairs. Florence is not done with Lake Erie after this series. See them again for 4 more times next week in 3 days. A 1-0. Skies it out towards left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Redfield getting the wave around third, and Milo Rushford goes right by it. On the way to second is Parks. Just advances an extra base. Rushford did not get the best read on it on the bounce. It's 3-2 Lake Erie. Not as bad as a mistake as I thought it would be. That ball, kind of died. If you play that at Florence, it probably skids all the way to the wall. And that's Tyler Schoenfeldt inside the Parker. Lake Erie out in front. 2-run single from Pavin Parks. He moves to second. No error on the board, so they're going to give him a double. Zach Westcott going to try and calm down the rookie starter. One away, we can get to our guesses for today's Tettemer trivia. Rich Tettemer said Pete Alonso. Carter Cousins said Aaron Judge. Corey Call said Cody Bellinger. Tyler Douglas said Aaron Judge. Zach Jury said Pete Alonso. Cam Beatty said Bryce Harper. Andre Padavani, Gunnar Henderson. Misses outside. And Jose Abreu was the guess from Jacob Brown. Some good guesses coming in. Anything on our radio stream? No. 1-0. Missing outside, 2-0. Lawson trying to figure things out here in the third. 2-0, swing and a miss, get some help. Off-speed fooled Joe Bear. Grounded back to the pitcher on a broken bat his last time up. Toby Hall is going to go take a look with Patrick McCormick at Nate Lawson. McCormick, the athletic trainer for Florence. I didn't see anything on, specifically on Lawson. Maybe they're just saying something they saw in his motion. Two and one the count. Two one, sky and foul. So 121 RBIs is what Sal Stewart's on pace for. 2-2, fouls it away. The most RBIs in a rookie season ever is Ted Williams back in 1939. He had 145. Pretty amazing. And just 149 games as well. Lawson from the stretch. The 2-2 bounces in the dirt and gets away from Beetle. Parks on the way to third. No throw. Now a runner just 90 feet away. Lake Erie already with a 3-2 lead. Braden Joe Bear, a talented bat at the plate, trying to give him that 2-run lead. Again, it's a game where, you come into this one, Florence, without a doubt, the pitching advantage. Lawson is billed as your ace. It's either him or Webster. And they're facing Garbrick, who entered with an 8 ERA. So Florence going to have to let it eat at the plate. Payoff from Lawson, fouls it away again. Infield in for Florence, trailing 3-2. Payoff, skied deep out towards right center field. Bobo on the move. Called off by Brandon in the gap. No doubt deep enough for a sac fly. It's 4-2 Lake Erie. So the only 2 outs in the inning have been sacrifice plays to help out the Crushers. But at long last, we can get to our Tettemer trivia. A late answer from Gambiti here, Yordan Alvarez. That one's in there for a strike. Well, we do have a correct answer in the chat. Talking about Ted Williams as the all-time rookie leader for RBIs, 145. Sal Stewart on pace for 121. 0-1, hard hit, and threw for a base hit. Second hit of the day for Acevedo. They are all over Lawson. Again, it's the fourth hit of the inning, and the only two outs are sacrifice plays to help out the Crushers. 4-2 Crushers. Brings up Garrett Pike. Deep fly out to center field his last time up. Albert Pujols at 130 RBIs in 2001. And be the most in the 21st century. Ground ball over to the shortstop Baker, who tags second to end the inning. We'll get to our answer in the fourth. 3 runs come across for the Crushers. They take a 4-2 lead under return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the fourth, Florence trails 4-2. It's a big 3-run inning for the Crushers in the third. Y'all's trying to get back to their offensive ways against Garbrick. Have not had a run since the first. 2-run double off the bat of Brendan Bobo. He is at the .10 the count. Still getting to our Tettemer trivia answer. Said we did have a correct one in the chat. Judge, Alonso, Gunnar Henderson, Bryce Harper, Yordan Alvarez were the guesses. Said he debuted between 2010 and 2020. Now in 2017 was Aaron Judge's rookie year. He had 114, so did not get 120 RBIs, although still a very good year en route to a Rookie of the Year. But the answer came in 2019 when he just skyrocketed onto the scene with 53 home runs and 120 RBIs for the New York Mets. The answer would be the Polar Bear, Pete Alonso, in 2019. First to get it in, none other than Rich Tettemer, but also correct is Zach Jury. Zach Jury and Rich Tettemer both get it right. Rich was the first one in. Pete Alonso, your answer for today's Tettemer trivia. That one's way up in the air, out towards right center field. Pike all the way to the wall. He makes the grab. A long fly out from Brendan Bobo, trying to hit it over the wind. That probably brought that one back in. 111 off the bat, 378 on the distance. You can't tell me without that wind coming in. That's not out of here. Brings up Marcus Brodell, one away. Florence got the single from Brett Blomquist. First pitch to Brodell. Top of the zone, in there for a strike. Mentioned Florence definitely has to get against Garbrick here. He allows 8 runs on average. 0-1, swing and a miss. Lawson getting hit around on the other side of the ball, so he needs the offense to provide what they did yesterday. And you're facing, out of the 3 pitchers so far, this is definitely the one with the highest ERA. That one misses downstairs. One and two the count. Brodell struck out his last time up. Garbrick winds the 1-2, swing and a miss. 5th K of the day for Garbrick. That brings up Garrett Broussard. Broussard skies one out towards left field. Nixon warning track to the wall. It bounces off the bottom of the wall. Broussard on his way to second on the first pitch he sees. Runner in scoring position with 2 away. A double for Garrett Broussard. Garbrick this season, 6 starts. 7 Ks is his top. That was against the Wild Things. Did have a really good game against the Wild Things. Other than that, 1 K, no Ks, 3 Ks, no Ks, 3 Ks. So the 7 is the outlier at this point. But now he's up at 5, trying to match that total. Runner in scoring position for Milo Rushford. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Our answer for today's Tettemer Trivia was Pete Alonso. A 1. Hard hit through for a base hit into center field. Waving around Broussard. Throw comes to the plate. It's a bullet. Tag applied in time. Wow. Pike with a rifle from center. That beat Broussard by a couple steps. Florence picks up 2 hits, but can't push one across. We head it to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-2 Lake Erie when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the fourth, Florence trailing 4-2 to the Crushers. Nate Lawson back out for his fourth inning of work. Gave up 3 runs in the third, trying to hold them scoreless, as he did in the first. James Jett, Chase Nixon, and Ian Francis, 7, 8, 9 due up for the Crushers. A lot of loud outs so far for Lawson. Really got tagged around in the third inning. 4 hits, 3 runs come across for the Crushers to take the 4-2 lead. First pitch to James Jett, swing and a miss. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard, always presented by Thornbush, powered by iScore. Thornbush, a new frontier in the world of whiskey, bold, smooth, and wildly unexpected. Come try the new official cocktail, the Florence Yalls at Thomas More Stadium. 0-1, swing and a miss. Jett a fly out to right field his last time up. Obviously still scoreboard watching. Gateway and Joliet just getting underway at top of the first there. Windy City and Schaumburg, same thing. Top of the first. Just starting things up there. Cole Cook starting for Schaumburg. For the Wild Things, it'll be Isaac Milburn, former Florence Yall. 0-2, swing and a miss. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Back with a vengeance is Nate Lawson, his second K of the game. That'll bring up Chase Nixon, who struck out his last time up. Sussex County and Quebec. It's a 1-0 Sussex County lead, bottom of the second over the Capitale. Washington struck first in the first, 1-0 over Evansville, bottom of the second. That's the other game we're watching. Landon Williman on the mound for the Otters. For Washington, Stigura. Mississippi finally with a lead over the Titans. 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth there in Ottawa. They're playing 6 games against the Titans this week. Florence trailing 4-2, bottom of the fourth. That one's in there for a strike. Down east in Trois-Rivières, getting underway in a couple of minutes, as is Brockton and Tri-City. Does not have the New York and New Jersey game on here. Is that just a 2-game series? Check swing, goes around, does not run down to first. So a drop third strike, and it's back-to-back Ks for Nate Lawson. His third of the day. First pitch, laced out towards right field. In comes Brendan Bobo, and it drops in front of him for a base hit off of his glove. On the way to second is Francis, tag applied in time. Good rebound from Brendan Bobo. Glances off of the glove, but he throws a rifle into second to end the inning, and that's a 7-pitch inning for Nate Lawson against the bottom of the order. Take another look on HTN. Bobo was just full speed ahead. Gets a misread off the bounce. But again, a good rebound. Fires a bullet. Really good tag from Dylan Baker on the feet. We head to the top of the fifth. Florence trying to tie this game up. It's 4-2 Lake Erie. When we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top of the fifth, a call for the lights, always brought to you by Class Jewelers. Our diamond is shining bright thanks to our good friends at Class. Head on over to 7365 Burlington Pike. Florence for all your jewelry needs. Call him today at 859-525-7500. First pitch to Baker, a ground ball over to third. He is retired 5-3 on the put-away. Florence not much action against Garbrick. Put up 2 in the first, but the man with the 8 ERA has shut them down in the second, third, and fourth. Have not had a leadoff runner aboard against him across the first 5 innings of this ballgame. Florence being out hit 7-5. Zach Beadle finishing off the second time through the order. Flying out to deep center field. Put a very good piece on it. That's another one where I want to say the wind's not blowing directly in and hard. I mean, the flag is just whipping in center field. Might have a chance to go. 1-0. Ground ball, high hopper over towards third again. Parks. Throw on to first is high, but still in time. Back-to-back 5-3 on the put-away. Just 3 pitches for Garbrick. It's cool when Florence does it. It's cool when Lawson with a 6-pitch inning. But now it's up to Cole Brandon to give them a little bit of length here. You didn't think you'd be saying it entering this one. But get at Garbrick out of this ball game. Hard hit over towards the second baseman. It's a 4-pitch inning. Throw on to first is in time. Wow. 5-3, 5-3, and 4-3. Florence goes down in order. We head it to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-2 Lake Erie. Bottom of the fourth and top of the fifth, perhaps the 2 quickest innings that we've seen this season. 6 pitches from Lawson, 4 pitches from Garbrick. 10 pitches combined over the last technical inning. Bottom of the fourth and top of the fifth. Let's see if Lawson can keep going. Bottom of the fifth here, Florence trailing 4-2. Top of the order, Redfield, Watkins, and Parks. This is where the action has come against Garbrick or against Lawson. Redfield 2 for 2. Couple of singles already today. First pitch to him, misses downstairs. Lawson trying to give the Yalls at least 5. The 1-0. Whoa. In there for a strike and not called. Yikes. All over the zone. 2-0 the count. 2-0, hot shot down the third base line with foul. Should be 1-2. Yeah, a lot of later games today, huh? A couple of teams underway like Florence. Two-one, fouls it away, 2-2. Guess it evens itself up. Moderate crowd here at Forefront Field. 2-2 pitch, misses downstairs. It's $2.50 beers here at Forefront Field. Florence does $2 beers on their Thirsty Thursday. The payoff, top of the zone, no good. Leadoff runner aboard. 4 out of 5 innings for the Crushers. Now the third time aboard for Redfield. Not a guy you want to put on base with his speed. He'll be looking to go to second, as he did in the first. Brings up Jared Watkins, 0 for 1 with a sac bunt as well. Lawson needs the old tailor-made double play. First pitch, in there for a strike. Oh, 1 from the stretch, top of the zone, no good. Redfield bouncing at first. That one again touching the zone, not called. 2-1 the count. Two-1 hard hit through the right side of the infield. Bobo will field that in shallow right field, but runners first and second, nobody out. They are just pounding that first and second base hole. It is wide open to them. Florence going to get some action in the bullpen. Logan Jones will warm up for the Yalls. Lawson's allowed 8 hits already today across 4 innings of work. Season high is 10. Back June 10th against New Jersey. First pitch is skied out towards left field. Lawson gets out number 1. Rushford able to make the grab. Runners first and second. It's a big first out against Pavement Parks. Brings up Joe Bear, who's 0 for 1 with a sac fly. His last time up to deep center. He'll take that ground ball back to the pitcher like he had in that first debut. Maybe able to spin 2. Watkins still good speed at first, but Redfield with wheels at second. Single would score him and make it a 5-2 game. First pitch, this is outside. He's playing a game with Patrick McCormick earlier today while we were waiting in the lobby for our bus. Just going across Florence run differentials. Broken bat over towards second. Toss to second one. Relay on to first. The old ham and eggs. 4-6-3 double play. Nate Lawson gets himself out of a jam and strands a runner in scoring position. Heading to the top of the 6th. It's 4-2 Lake Erie. On your return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the 6th. Florence trailing 4-2. Blomquist shows bunt, pulls back. It's in there for a strike. Garbrick really done a job against Florence. Came into this ball game still looking for his first win of the season and an 8+ ERA. He's held the #1 offense in the league to 2 runs. Line drive snagged by Jared Watkins for out number 1. No signs of stopping for Garbrick. A 4-pitch inning in the 5th. Brings up Hank Zeisler, who's 1 for 2, a double and a run scored, plus a double play his last time up. Florence has not had the leadoff runner aboard at all today across their first 6 innings of work. That one misses downstairs. 1-0 the count to the captain. The double back in the first inning made him the franchise record holder all time for Florence. It doubles his 77th double of his career. Two-0. Off speed in there for a strike, bottom of the zone. Oh, good. 4-0 lead for Washington. Andrew Check, a 3-run homer. It's not if, but when. Him and Bricado homer in the series. 2-1. That one skied out towards center field. Sends Pike back with room in front of the warning track. He makes the grab for out number 2. 5 Y'alls retired in a row. Garbrick keeping them off balance the 3rd time through. Brings up Brendan Bobo. Bobo, 2-run double and a deep fly out to center. Lefties aren't going to get any help here. You know, Florence has the power, majority of their lefties with the power bats. One's in there for a strike. You're talking about Zeisler and Bobo, 1 and 2 in terms of, actually, Blomquist, 2nd in home runs. Brodell with a lot of home runs as well. The lefties are going to be held in check. The wind is blowing rapidly in. You saw that the last time Bobo was at the plate. 111 off the bat. It somehow stayed in the ballpark. He's down 0-2. Could be another 1-2-3 inning from Garbrick. He's done that 3 times already today. Oh, 2 misses downstairs. I'm at the point where you don't care if Washington wins. Hey, it's almost a fever dream to catch them. You're trying to get to Evansville, so any loss that they can have, even at the hands of Washington, helps you out. 1-2 misses downstairs. Unfortunately for Florence, Evansville won the first 2 games of the series against Washington. Well, Florence won their first 2 as well, didn't gain any ground. But now in the game that Evansville's losing, Florence also losing. 2-2. That one's cranked out towards center field again. Pike is on the run. It's over his head. It's going to one-hop over to the wall. On the way to second is Bobo. He'll be in with a 2-out double, his 2nd double of the day. Another one laced off the bat of Bobo. This time shoots it left center field. Doesn't get affected by the wind as much. Puts a runner into scoring position. He is seeing the ball well at the plate, folks. Garbrick at just 69 pitches. Across 5 2/3 innings. Brings up Marcus Brodell in a big spot. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 Ks. He's trying to make an adjustment here against Garbrick with a runner in scoring position. First pitch, top of the zone, no good. Brodell leads the team in on-base percentage, entering today with a .443 on base. 1-0 to Brodell. Off speed in there for a strike. 24.95 there on that spin rate. One. Swing and a miss out in front of the off speed. Stephen Gregg saying he called that double play. I was aiming for it too, Stephen. The twin killing, I can now say to everyone, I told you so. You're right. And he's still holding the broom and dustpan. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Brodell, 3 strikeouts today. Florence strands a runner in scoring position. It's 4-2 Lake Erie. Heading to the bottom of the 6th when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the 6th. Nate Lawson going to try and go another inning. Logan Jones stays hot in the bullpen for Florence. Lawson at 66 pitches. Entering his 6th inning of work. First pitch to Luis Acevedo in there for a strike. Acevedo's enjoyed a 2-hit day against Lawson. Florence being out hit 8-6 and outscored 4-2. 0-1 misses downstairs into the backstop. Well, we can do our This Day in Baseball History brought to you by Furniture Fair. Style, comfort, value. That's the Furniture Fair promise. Visit your local showroom or shop online at FurnitureFair.net. 1-1 the count. Looking back on August 20th, all years of baseball history. One to Acevedo. Pops it up in the infield. Over is the first baseman, Zeisler. He makes the grab for out number 1. Good start there for Nate Lawson. Brings up Garrett Pike, 0 for 2 today. This is an interesting one. I don't know how to really score this. It's 1910. Washington's Carl Cashin pitched a 6-inning no-hitter to give the Senators a 2-0 victory over the Cleveland Indians at the time in the second game of a doubleheader. 6-inning no-hitter. Come on, man. That's Little League. That one's in there for a strike. You don't even start saying it's a no-hitter until like the 7th.
That's when you get your first ESPN notification. 6 innings. Man. 0-1. Sky deep out towards right field, but well foul. Let's go to 1938. Lou Gehrig hits his last grand slam, the 23rd of his career. An 11-3 victory for the A's. 23 slams in his career. Oh-2 upstairs, no good. 1948. The Indians, now Guardians, draw 78,382 at Municipal Stadium. Satchel Paige blanks the White Sox for the 4th consecutive shutout by Cleveland Hurlers. All speed downstairs, no good, 2-2. Paige, Gene Bearden, Sam Zoldak, and Bob Lemon all had shutouts there. 78,382 is crazy. That's a lot. Two-two. Hard hit down the left field line. Foul ball. That's just a few more thousand than here tonight. 78,000 compared to the Avon, Ohio crowd. Right outside Cleveland here in Avon, Ohio. Lawson's 2-2, popped it up behind home plate. It's out of play. We'll do it again. Two-two. Ground ball over towards the second baseman. Blomquist bobbles it. Throw on to first, not in time. Will be an E4. Brett Blomquist gets the error. Runner on first, one away. Brings up James Jett. All errors always brought to you by GP Editing. Make sure to call Greg Peterson today at 513-512-0300. All your editing mistakes cleared up by Greg Peterson. That one's in there for a strike. James Jett struck out his last time up. This is a fun one in 1964. Back pick over at first, nothing going. 1-1 the count. 1964, on the New York team bus following a 5-0 White Sox win, Phil Linz begins to play Mary Had a Little Lamb on his harmonica. Manager Yogi Berra orders Linz to stop and then slaps the instrument out of his hands when he continues playing. The incident is reported. That one's popped up foul territory. Zeisler is over towards the Y'all's dugout, but will run out of room. Incident is reported as indicating dissension on the club and Berra's lack of control, as well as the level of Linz's humor. Slapping a harmonica out of your player's hands because they're playing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Never would have thought in a million years I would be reading that. The 1-2 misses downstairs. Now, Ben Hauer, make sure you're not playing Mary Had a Little Lamb on a harmonica. Ever on a team bus. Just a bit of wisdom I could give to you folks. Two-two, ground ball foul. (1998) Mark McGwire became the first player in Major League history to hit 50 homers in 3 consecutive years. His home run off of Willie Blair helps the Cardinals to a 2-0 win over the Mets. He adds number 51 in the second game of the doubleheader. at Shea Stadium, but the Mets prevail 5-4. 2-2, fouls it away, third base side. Runner takes off, 2-2. Ground ball down the third baseline. Foul again. This time a slow roller. Lawson with one away and a runner on first. Florence trailing 4-2. The Yalls have 9 outs to play with on their side of the ball. At this point, trying to score 2 runs. No action in the Lake Erie pen. It's still going to be Alex Garbrick. Was aiming for his first win of the season. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Lawson gets the better of Jet. His 4th K of the day. Now 2 away, and any run that comes across will be unearned after the error from Blomquist to put Pike at first. Brings up Chase Nixon, who's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Nixon entered this one hitting .296 in a small sample size. First pitch, pops it up, shallow, right center field. In comes Bobo. He makes the call and the grab to end the inning. Nate Lawson, I mean, that's a tip of the cap moment. Gives up 8 hits and 4 runs across 6 innings of work. Able to give the bullpen a little bit of rest. We'll see if Logan Jones enters in the 7th. Florence got some work to do offensively. We head to the top when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDM. Top of the 7th, Alex Garbrick back out for another inning of work. The bullpen will start to warm with a lefty in for Lake Erie over there. Garbrick going to try and go 7 against the talented Florence offense that has not hit him well today. First pitch, bottom of the zone, in there for a strike against Garrett Broussard. Broussard 1 for 2, a double his last time around. 0-1, Broussard punches it out towards shallow left. It's dropping quickly and in front of Redfield. It's actually Nixon out there for a leadoff single. That's the first leadoff runner aboard for Florence. A sign of hopefully some runs to come, because they've been able to get hits just after they've had, 2 outs usually. 2-out double in the 6th, 2-out double in the 4th. One-out single in the 3rd. Those are the innings where they have got a hit and have not scored, other than the first. Now 7 hits for the Yalls. I think Nate Lawson's going to go back out there, guys. His pitch count was relatively low Logan Jones has stopped throwing. Lawson's going to go try and give you 7. It'll be right around the 4th time through the order. We'll see how that goes for Florence. A little meeting on the mound first with Garbrick. That'll be the bullpen coach, Michael Spinozzi. Not the pitching coach, Brandon Sittinger, who's probably in the bullpen. Hoping to get some action tonight. A game where Lake Erie has the lead. Milo Rushford at the plate. First pitch to him. Bottom of the zone, an inch below the plate. Called a strike. Oi. 1 for 2 today is Rushford. Oh, 1. Top of the zone, no good. I mean, it is a hole down the right field line. James Jett is playing towards the gap in right center. Threatening Rushford to go pull side, which he did yesterday. 1-1. Misses inside. 2-1. Broussard, the runner on first, nobody out. Here in the top of the 7th, Florence trails 4-2. Down the right field line. That's going to get in for a base hit and go over to the Y'all's bullpen. On the way to third is Broussard. That one will head under the bullpen. Jett picks it up. It's a fair ball. No throw to the plate. An RBI double from Rushford. Florence makes this a 4-3 ball game. Man, we saw that yesterday where it gets under that bullpen bench and ended up in a ground rule double the last 2 times. This time, Jett picks it up. I don't know if that's a thing where it's like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. It's hitting equipment, but Florence takes it. And it's a 4-3 ball game. And like I said, they were giving him the right field line. It was an interesting choice all the way around from Jett. And if that was a management decision as well to make him go pull side into right center field. But it ends up as an RBI double from Milo Rushford, and Florence is within 1. Nobody out in the tying run and scoring position. Dylan Baker coming to the plate, but he will face a lefty when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the 7th, Florence trailing 4-3. Nobody out. Runner in scoring position. That's Rushford as the tying run. Wesley Coley will be the Hoops Hangout pitching change. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hoops Hangout today. Corners coming in for Baker. He shows bunt, drops it right back over towards the pitcher. No throw to third. The throw on to first is in time. A sacrifice bunt from Dylan Baker. Florence moves the runner over to third. Nice job there from Baker to get that down, a 1-3 put away. Brings up Zach Beadle in a sacrifice opportunity. The All's playing a little small ball, which I love to see to try and tie this ball game up. Logan Jones once again going to start warming up for Florence. So maybe it is his inning in the bottom of the 7th. It's a lefty, Wesley Coley. In for Garbrick. First pitch to Beadle. He laces it into left field for a base hit. This game is tied. Zach Beadle, an RBI single. Florence with 2 runs in the 7th. It's 4-4. Beautiful baseball played by the Yalls. Sacrifice bunt moves a mortar. First pitch swinging from Beadle. 84 into left field. An RBI single. Brings up the top of the order, and Cole Brandon 1 away and a runner on first. Yalls now try and take the lead. That closes the line on Garbrick. He gives up 4 runs, will not qualify for his first win of the season. Wow. His line flips on a dime. Gives up a single and a double to start the inning. Both come in to score. Lefty-lefty battle. The 0-1 to Brandon. Misses outside 1-1. Brandon looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 3. Again, right field wide open for Brandon. He laces it towards center field. That's going to send Pike back. Still going on the run. He makes the grab. Beadle was off. He'll have to retreat back to first. This outfield alignment is wicked today for Lake Erie. They're playing pretty in, just trying to, play the wind a little bit, it seems. Pike had to go for a ride there, and he does make a spectacular grab to take away what could have been extra bases for Brandon. Beadle retreats to first. It's Brett Blomquist. And Jet is still way off the right field line. At least this time it's towards a righty. First pitch in there for a strike right down Broadway at 92. Oh, 0-1. Fouls it away down the right field line. 0-2 the count to Blomquist. Oh-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs at 90 miles per hour, no good. Wesley Coley, second time seeing him in this series. 6 foot, $195 out of Memphis, Tennessee. Game over from the New York Boulders. Lefty against the righty Blomquist. 1-2 pitch, off speed, called, strike 3, bottom of the zone. And a left-handed punch out from Jalen Jarvis. Florence picks up 2 runs to tie the game at 4. It's stretch time at 4 Front Field. When we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Lee's famous recipe chicken pitching change with a new wing coming into the game. You could pick up the best wings in the tri-state area. Lee's famous recipe chicken, always fresh, never frozen. Logan Jones is in for Nate Lawson. Lawson's final line, 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs, a walk at 4 Ks. The offense takes the decision away from him. It'll be a no decision for Nate Lawson, and he's able to extend his start as well after Logan Jones started warming up in the 5th. He's now into the game into the 7th. Stretch time here at Forefront Field, a 4-4 ball game. First pitch to the bottom of the order, Ian Francis swinging a miss, bottom of the zone. 7th inning stretch always brought to you by the Stretch Lab. Their team of highly trained flexologists will give you a deeper stretch than you can ever achieve on your own. Visit stretchlab.com to find a location near you today. Logan Jones, the right-hander on the mound, acquired mid-season from the Tri-City Valley Cats. 1-1 the count. Last time facing Lake Erie, an inning pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, a walk, and 2 Ks. That was back at home on August 11th. That one's in there for strike 1 and 2. This season, for Florence, 22 2/3 innings pitched, 27 hits, 16 earned runs, 16 walks to 25 Ks. Jones, the 1-2 to the bottom of the order, swing and a miss. Good start from the righty. Nice breaker there on the outside corner, away from Francis. He had a 2-hit day entering that at-bat. It's the first time he's been sat down. Brings up Joe Redfield, who's been on base all 3 times. Redfield, the lefty against the righty Jones. First pitch, misses outside. Logan Jones around this area with Mahoning Valley in the MLB Draft League back in 2025. 13 games, 1 start, a 5.33 ERA. 25 and a third innings pitched, 13 walks to 22 Ks. That one misses, 2-0 the count. Jones, 5 collegiate seasons, 13-9 record, a 6.25 ERA between Sanford, Pasco, Hernando, and then Jacksonville and Toledo. 2-1 the count. Under 38 and a third innings pitched, 157 Ks. Long windup, the 2-1 to Redfield. Skies it out towards center field. Brandon on the run towards the warning track. Looks like he does have it to make the grab for out number 2. Brandon so effortlessly just gliding out in center field. I can tell you it's the closer warming up for Lake Erie. It's going to be their pitching coach, Brandon Sittinger. He'll be on in the 8th. Florence will have their work cut out for him, a guy with Major League Baseball experience in Sittinger. First pitch, dots up the outer half. In there for strike to Jared Watkins. Watkins 1 for 2 today, plus a sacrifice bunt. Singled his last time up. Caught up in a double play. It's a good sign for Florence. Sittinger's warm-up pitch goes into play. Oh, 1 ground ball over towards the second baseman. Blomquist swallows it up. Throw on to first is in time. It's a 1-2-3 frame from Logan Jones. Heading to the top of the 8th, 4-4 ball game when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the 8th, a Hoops Hangout pitching change. Go visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hoops Hangout today, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. First pitch to Hank Zeisler for Brandon Sittinger. He's the new wing in for Lake Erie. That's their pitching coach, but also their closer. It's not every day you hear Hell's Bells, Undertaker's Bells, entering the 8th. 6-2 with 11 saves, a 4.61 ERA this season. He has diced up Florence as well. 41 innings pitched to 49 Ks, a guy with Major League Baseball experience, reaching the Arizona Diamondbacks. 0-2 the count to the captain. Zeisler skies one to left field. Nixon right under it. Makes the grab for out number 1. It's a tall task for Florence. They have to do some damage against such a talented pitcher. Brendan Bobo. Now at the plate. Against Sittinger this season, he's 0 for 2. Skies the first pitch foul. I don't think anyone on Florence has a hit against Sittinger this season. At least from what I'm seeing. 0-1, swing and a miss. Dylan Baker's faced him the most times. He's 0 for 3. Wow. 0-2. Top of the zone, no good. Yeah, so Florence has faced him a couple of times this season. Have not recorded a hit against Sittinger. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. Bobo down on strikes. So this one's going to be pretty reliant on Florence getting Sittinger out of this ball game and then having their bullpen lock it down. They got Danny Hines warming up in the pen right now. Marcus Brodell is the batter. Top of the zone, no good. Brodell 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. His on-base streak is in jeopardy. Here in the 8th. 15 games on-base streak for Brodell. 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 misses outside. Two-1, missing outside. 3-1 the count. 4-4 ball game, top of the 8th. Three-one pitch. Brodell swings through it. 93 top of the zone. Far too much of the Undertaker bells for a 33-win team. On the verge of being eliminated. The payoff. Misses downstairs. Ends up in a walk. Brodell extends his streak to 16. Never a doubt. Brings up Garrett Broussard, a 2 for 3 line. A double and a single his last 2 times up. He struck out back in the first. So the go-ahead run on first with 2 away. Let's see if Florence has any magic left in him. First pitch to Broussard, fouls it away. It was 94, bottom of the zone. It's a big difference going from Garbrick to Sittinger. Not many guys in the Frontier League had major league experience. Sittinger still doing it for the love of the game here. 1994 he was born. 0-1 ground ball over towards the third baseman. Parks gloves it on a pick. Throw on to first is offline, but they make the tag. And a big-time play at first from Joe Bear. Florence gets a walk, can't do anything against Sittinger. Heading to the bottom of the eighth, it's Danny Heinz. When we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Lee's famous recipe chicken pitching change with the new wing coming into the game. You can pick up the best wings in the tri-state area. Lee's favorite recipe chicken, always fresh, never frozen. Danny Heinz is the new wing for Florence. Just an inning pitch for Logan Jones. He went 1-2-3. No hits, no runs, no walks, and a K for Jones. Hands the ball off to Danny Heinz. And Heinz in a pretty big litmus test. Last time he faced Lake Erie, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. His last 2 times have not been his best. Did not finish the inning in both of those against Schaumburg. So it's one where it's like, hey, is Heinz running into a wall right now, or was it just Schaumburg that had his number 2 times in the last series? 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and a K. Back on August 16th and on August 14th, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and no Ks. That one misses inside 2-0. First 2 pitches inside and to the backstop from Danny Heinz here. Entered that series with 9 2/3 scoreless. So that's why you're trying to figure out what you have with Heinz and Toby Hall quickly. Going to come out to try and calm him down. No action in the bullpen for Lake Erie. Got to hold him here and try and get to Brandon Sittinger. It's easier said than done. This is the 3-4-5 for the Crushers. Bottom of the 8th, we'll get to our 2026 pack of Donruss for our Rip That Pack segment. That always eases the tension of things, right? Close game. Florence trying for the sweep. They're giving everything else in the league right now. Both Schaumburg and Washington with leads. So Florence an opportunity to try and gain ground, but they have to come out on top. First pitch, second pitch, that's skied out towards right field. It's deep out towards right. Bobo has it at the warning track. A long fly ball, 98 on the distance, and if the wind's not there, you might be thinking it's a go-ahead homer. But instead, the wind is there, and Florence gets the first out. Big time. Brings up Braden Jobert, who's 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Our first time pulling him, Cincinnati, Chase Burns. What a season he is having. Look at Marcelo Meyer. He's still with the Red Sox, was traded at the deadline. First pitch to Jobert, swing and a miss. Behind on 83. Miguel Cabrera, Josh Hamilton. And then our first insert is a red and blue Bryce Matthews, shortstop for Houston. That one's laced over towards Dylan Baker, who makes the grab for a line drive snag, out number 2. 90 off the bat there, but right at Baker, barely had to move. 2 away with the bases empty. Hey, it's hard contact, but at least it's finding a glove. Aaron Judge card, Roger Clemens. Sungmun Song, rated rookie for the Padres. Third baseman, have not heard much of him. Michael Young, we've spoke a little bit about on the broadcast. Michael Young, 300 career average. That's what he ended on, right on the 300 line. Pretty amazing. 1-0 the count to Luis Acevedo, who has had a 2-hit day, plus a home run back in the second. Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson. This has him as a shortstop. Obviously a speedster, but he's been in the outfield his career right now for Tampa Bay. Get to the rest of our inserts here after this rated prospect. Josue De Paula. 2-0. In there for a strike in 92. And Joshua Gonzalez. De Paula from the Dodgers and Gonzalez from the Giants. Well, we're right outside Cleveland, so we get an optic shimmer of Chase DeLauder. That one's grounded over towards the shortstop field, and on one hop throw on a first is in time, and it's a 1-2-3 frame from Danny Heinz. 6-3 on the put-away. We head to the ninth, the 4-4 ball game. When we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top of the ninth, a 4-4 ball game. Milo Rushford starts things off for Florence against Brandon Sittinger, the pitching coach for the Lake Erie Crushers. 7-8-9 up for the Yalls. They were able to tie the ball game back in the 7th inning. 4-4 here. Who's going to break first? Florence pitching staff or Lake Erie's. Brandon Sittinger, like I mentioned, Florence did not have a hit against him entering this game. They just got the walk from Brodell last inning. That one's in there for a strike. 0-2 the count to the lefty Milo Rushford. 2-hit day for him, 2 for 3 at the plate. I was talking about before the break, our Rip That Pack segment, 3 cards to go. We got Chase DeLauder on a rated rookie, Optic Shimmer. He's having a great season for the Guardians. 0-2, whoa, bounces in the dirt. Almost hits Rushford. 1-2 the count. Then we get a really cool orange cracked ice rated prospect of Jesus Mate. If you're unfamiliar with Jesus Mate, learn the name. 19 years old. In his first season, 18 years old, he rose all the way to Double-A in the Milwaukee organization with Biloxi. 1-2, misses downstairs, 2-2. Let's see what type of season he is having. It's a pretty cool card to get. Jesus Mate might be in Triple-A. You would assume at this point. No, still in Double-A, hitting .276 with 13 cranks and 79 homers. No action in Triple-A yet. Usually that's where you keep your top prospects. Again, he's only 19 years old. 2-2, skied foul. And then our final card is Dick Allen on the bomb squad. Dick Allen, in this one he's with Chicago. Twice led the league in homers. Posed an MVP effort. That one skied foul. Oh, right over near us. Above us, but did have a little bit of the trajectory. So not bad inserts. I really like that Jesus Mate. It's a clean card on the rated prospect. Again, it's an orange cracked ice. Not numbered or anything, but that is a beautiful card. Pretty good centering as well. One I'll hang on to. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Second K for Sittinger. Florence down to their final 2 outs. Be pretty epic for Florence if they're able to scratch across a run. Quickly warm up Chris Barraza, and you can see his debut trying to pick up a save. Right now, nobody warming up for Florence, so you got to assume it's going to be Danny Hines once again. Dylan Baker, a sac bunt his last time up. That one misses outside. One-0, swing and a miss. One, ground ball nubbed over towards the shortstop. Watkins with a quick play, throw across his body, scooped, and in time. Need a way more of an emphatic reaction at first base from the umpire. I mean, that's a bang play. Just a slow out call. 6-3 on the put away. See if we could take another look at that on HTN. Yeah, bang play. Gotta give some emotion. That's Caleb Groom, the crew chief, over at first. Look alive. Zach Beadle had the RBI single to tie this game up in the 7th. First pitch in there for a strike. FL Turinglytics is a advanced statistics site for the Frontier League. When you go to their best game section of the season, just across the entire Frontier League, they have Lake Erie's 7-6 win in extras over Florence back on May 28th. That is the highest score for any game. It was a 1-run game, 3 lead changes, plus the walk-off. But that is their best game. Again, it's all, kind of weird rankings to get there, but the thrill score is at 85. So Florence has already been walked off here at Lake Erie prior. They're trying to not do that again, but 0-2 count, 2 away. Check swing, top of the zone. Definitely doesn't go around. Shouldn't even have been a check. 1-2 the count. Y'all's down to their final strike here, or else they'll try and hope for another extra innings game. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Brandon Sittinger, simply business against Florence. Has not allowed a hit against them all season. Heading to the bottom of the ninth, a 4-4 game. Danny Hines trying to keep it that way. When we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Bottom of the ninth, a 4-4 ball game. Garrett Pike, James Jett, and Chase Nixon. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Crushers. Danny Heinz going to try and keep this game tied and send it to extras. 4-4 game. It's another close one here between the Yalls and the Crushers. Florence with a 4-3 season series lead over Lake Erie. A win here for the Crushers would make it tied heading into 4 games at home next week. Again, that doubleheader should be on the Wednesday series. So playing for a Wendy's Wrestling Wednesday doubleheader. 0-1 fouls it away. Oscar Serratos just ran down to the bullpen with a glove and is going to start warming up. Be a pretty high leverage situation to bring in the position player when you have an all-star in Barraza and I would assume McAvoy ready as well. The 1-2. Skies foul. Harbison is going to go warm up as well. And this is why I thought Serranos was running down there. I figure he'll run for Zach Beadle. But instead, he's going to start throwing. And then you ask, why does Harbison have the catching gear on? I do not know. Beadle would be your automatic runner to start the 10th. 2-2, hard hit out towards right field. Bobo on the run. He leaps and makes the grab. Trying not to overrun that. That was hit on the screws at 96, but Bobo tracks it down for out number 1. Again, it's been some loud outs against Danny Hines, but it doesn't matter. He's gone 4 up, 4 down. Jaron Williams is going to pinch hit for James Jett. Williams, we saw at top of the order in the first 2 games to start the series. First pitch, ground ball, broken bat, behind the back play from Heinz. Runs over to first and a light toss. What a play from Danny Heinz. Broken bat right back to him. Fields it behind the back. That's as smooth as silk. Take another look on HTN. What a play. Wow. That is amazing. That's your what do you say play of the day. Second out in the bottom of the ninth, keeping it a tie ball game. Brings up Chase Nixon, the lefties. 0 for 3 today. First pitch misses outside. Ooh, that one misses outside. 2-0 the count. 2 away and the base is empty. Serratos is going to sit down. Maybe that was just in an emergency. Like I said, I think he would go out and run. 2-0, swinging away. Foul ball. 82 miles per hour. It's a 2-1 count. Florence trying to send this one to extras. A 4-4 ball game here in the bottom of the ninth. 4 front field. Two one. Missing outside. 3-1 the count. It would mark the winning run on base if you put him on. Heinz is 3-1. Check swing all the way around. Top of the zone at 92. That was ball 4. Florence will take it now, a full count. 2 away with the bases empty. A righty warming up for the Crushers. Heinz from the stretch. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 92 at the top of the zone. Danny Heinz 6 up, 6 down. Keeps this game tied, and we have free baseball. Heading to the top of the 10th. 4-4 ball game when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. 3 baseball here at Forefront Field. Top of the ninth, a 4-4 ball game. Oscar Serratos will pinch run over at second. He's in for Zach Beadle. Cole Brandon, the batter, he shows bunt, bunts it foul. I don't know if there's a better guy to have at the plate right now in this Florence lineup to try and get down a sac bunt. And a guy like Cole Brandon who tries to do it often. Did pop out with a bunt earlier today. Let's see if he sticks with it. Corners in for the Crushers. Top of the 10th, extra innings baseball. New pitcher in as well, the 0-1. He bunts it up again behind home plate, and he makes the grab. Wow. Second time Brandon has popped up on a bunt today. And there's out number 1. Florence can't get the sac bunt down. 91, top of the zone. Brings up Brett Blomquist. Serratos out on second. He'll be immediately removed from the ball game after he either comes in to score or after the inning, and you'll put in Kyle Harbison at catcher. First pitch, upstairs, no good. 4-4 ball game, 1 away, runner in scoring position. So a mistake from Florence early. Just trying to play that situational baseball that, this runner on second kind of allows you to do. The 1-0. Blomquist skies it high. Down the third base side, foul territory. Park is over in the bullpen. He runs out of room. 1-1. Blomquist today is 1 for 3. Walking a run score back in his first plate appearance. Alexander Castro is the new pitcher for the Crushers. No longer Brandon Sittinger. Went 2 shutout innings. No hits, a walk, and 3 Ks. 1-1. Off speed, top of the zone, no good. 2-1. Castro this season, it's a mixed bag. 1-3 record with a 5.4 ERA. 2 saves, 23 and a third innings pitch, 14 walks, at 32 Ks. With the Crushers, he's got a 13.5 ERA. He started the season with Trois-Rivières. Lake Erie was able to acquire him. This is his 3rd appearance with the Crushers. Inning pitch against Evansville, a hit, 2 runs, a walk, and 2 Ks on 23 pitches back on Saturday, August 15th. He's given up 3 runs in 2 innings of work in his time here at Lake Erie. 3-1 to Blomquist. Grounds it foul down the third baseline, a full count. Fifth professional season for Castro. 5 seasons in the Puerto Rican Winter League. Pitched with Trois-Rivières back in 2025 as well. 6 foot, $180 out of Puerto Rico. Serrano's on second. A look back at him. Payoff to Blomquist. Fouls it away and stays alive. Pop-up bunt attempt from Cole Brandon for out number 1. Chris Barraza, the newly acquired closer for Florence, warming up in the bullpen. Hoping to come in with a lead. Castro. Payoff to Blomquist. Skies it out to right. Jet is all over it. Tagging from second on the way to third is Serratos. The throw comes in, and it's offline. Serratos just 90 feet away, but it's 2 outs. So they do get him to third. Good backup job there from Castro. It's the captain, Hank Zeisler. Let's see what Lake Erie decides to do. Do they want to face the captain? A walk-off against Joliet. They're going to throw to him. It's him or Bobo. They'll throw to Hank. First pitch. He skies it deep out towards left field. Nixon and Pike are on the run. Over towards the warning track. They make the grab. We're heading to the bottom of the 10th. Sudden death or bust for Florence. We head to the bottom of the 10th. Chris Barraza coming in for the Yaws when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Free baseball continues. It's not going to be Chris Barraza. They're sticking with Danny Heinz. Runner on second to start off the bottom of the 10th, a 4-4 ball game. Ian Francis is the batter. He's picked up 2 hits today. He's showing bunt. He slashes and fouls it away. Hank Zeisler right in front of him. Florence runs that little wheel route from Zeisler at first to field anything. Let's see what they go to here. It was a slash attempt on the first pitch. 0-1 the count, nobody out, runner starting in scoring position. He shows bunt, puts it down, foul. 0-2, that's big. Francis now swinging away. 0-2 the count, nobody out, bottom of the 10th. Florence has been walked off against Lake Erie already this season. Danny Heinz, one of the longest appearances of his season so far for the Yaws, trying to go 3 innings. 0-2, skies it out towards right field. It's foul. We'll do it again. Not the best record overall in extra inning games, but, you know, it's a small sample size, 3 and 4. Florence outscored 6-5 in the 10th overall this season. 1-0 at home in extra inning games. 2-4 on the road. Heinz is 0-2. Fastball called. Strike 3. Dots up the outer half. 94 miles per hour. Second K from Danny Heinz, and he sits down Francis. Woo-wee. Top of the order, it's Joe Redfield. He's had a 2-hit day, 3 times on base. 2 for 3. First base is open in this situation. That one's in there for a strike. Florence will face him. 0-1 the count. For Florence, it's like, hey, you know, the winning run's on second, so first doesn't mean much. It's 0-1 dotted up outside, not called. 1-1. What an outing this would be for Danny Heinz. 1-1, misses downstairs. I believe it is his longest outing, now going 2 1/3. Went 2 shutout against Lake Erie the last time he faced him. Earlier this month. Trying to go 3 today. 2-1, fouls it away. 3 innings, though, you probably wouldn't see him again in a pivotal series against the Otters until Sunday. You do save Barraza, though, another day. Two, 1 away, runner on second. Chase Nixon is the runner on second. I can't amount to his speed at all. The 2-2. Sky and foul will do it again. You'd assume he's going on a single anyway, regardless if I know his speed or not. Hasn't been on base today, so I haven't really seen it. 2-2. Skied high in the infield. Behind home plate, Zeisler coming in. Harbison is trying to find it. It's Harbison who makes the grab for out number 2. Whew. Zeisler was coming in full speed ahead. 2 away. Brings up Jared Watkins. Just as I said, in case you guys weren't paying attention, Harbison comes in for Serratos. So Serratos was just there as a pinch runner. The Alls are going to warm up Chris Barraza just in case this goes to sudden death. Florence has not had a sudden death game this season. First pitch to Watkins, top of the zone, no good. In sudden death, you choose what you want, offense or defense. Usually, you always pick defense. But it's the home team choice. 1-0. Swing and a miss, bottom of the zone. It's a big spot as well for Harbison. Coming in, 9 innings on the bench, and he's got the game on the line. Trying to call the bottom of the 10th. So far, so good. The 1-1. Watkins skies it foul. 1-2. Danny Heinz has seen 8. He's put down 8. You want to talk about coming back with a vengeance. After 2 tough outings against Schaumburg, this is how you do it. And that run on second, also unearned if it did come on to score anyway. He has done a fantastic job. Heinz from the stretch, the 1-2, top of the zone, no good. .95 there from Heinz. 22.98 on the spin rate. Working quickly. 2-2. Skies it. Foul. Over our heads. We'll do it again. Heinz trying to force the first sudden death. 11th inning of the season for the Yalls. From the stretch, 2-2. Misses outside of 94. Full count, 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. Game on the line. Where else do you want to be? Heinz, glove of the belt. Payoff pitch, misses outside. A walk to Jared Watkins. Doesn't mean much. First base was open. Just extends the game another batter. Tosses the baton over to Baven Parks. Trying to be the hero. Had a clutch homer in Evansville just a week ago. But doesn't need a home run here. Toby Hall's going to ice this game a little longer. Barraza is warming up. Heinz has gone a long time. Threw 95 in the last at-bat. I don't think he's lost any steam, but it is his longest outing of the season. Toby just definitely trying to calm him down, alleviate the tension in this at-bat. Pick up a plan here against Parks, the left-handed hitter. Couple smiles. Wow. They pull the plug. Heinz's night is done. Chris Barraza coming in for Florence. We have Lee's famous recipe chicken pitching change when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Lee's famous recipe chicken pitching change. No bigger spot for Chris Barraza's Florence debut. Recently acquired from the Mississippi Mud Monsters, the all-star closer makes his start for the Florence Yalls. This is why you got him. Barraza flashing mid-90s on the fastball. Affiliate experience facing Pavin Parks. 1-0 the count. Runner first and second, 2 away. Bottom of the 10th, trying to send the game to sudden death. From the stretch, Barraza the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 93 top of the zone. This season with Mississippi, a 4-5 record, 7 saves, a 5.1 ERA. 42 and a third innings pitched, 67 Ks to 39 walks. That's a 14.2 K per 9. Absolutely absurd. En route to an all-star season where he struck out the side at the all-star game. 1-1. Misses downstairs. Touching the zone on track man, not called. 2-1. 93 miles per hour there, 23.63 on the spin rate. Parks, one of the most tenured players for Lake Erie. 1-4 today. 2-run double back in the third. 2-1, fouls it away, 2-2. It's been all cheddar so far for Barraza. Why not? 93 miles per hour, top of the zone. 3 years out of New Mexico State before transferring to the University of Arizona. He was drafted in 2023, the 10th round by the Angels, reaching single A. Good stats, too, in single A. I mean, 2-3 record across 2 MILB seasons, 3.96 ERA. 38 games, 50 innings, 54 Ks. Florence acquired him at the deadline on Monday. 2-2. Hard hit into right field. That's a base hit. Brendan Bobo fields it in shallow right. Play at the plate. Throw comes in. Bobo, a bullet. Tag applied. This one goes to sudden death. Brendan Bobo, the game on the line. Florence stays alive. Jared Lemieux is livid. It's a play that beat him by a couple of steps. No slide. And they're arguing that he got in. Let's take another look on HTN. I think Korea was also pretty close. The no slide was ridiculous. Got a slide play at the plate. Look at it, beats him by a few steps, and Harbison just waits, and you're not going to be able to tell from that angle because he does get the foot down, and Harbison tags him. Yeah, I don't know if there's another angle. This game's going to sudden death. Wow. Absolutely absurd. We'll see what Florence chooses as I stay on here. Home team's got to choose offense or defense. So the runner starting on first base. Wow. Lake Erie chooses offense. You don't see that. You do not see that. That's got to be a counter move from them saying, hey, we're done with our pitching. I'd rather lose this game offensively. You know, they're pretty much out of it in the playoff race. A loss eliminates them completely. But I've never seen anyone actually choose offense. It's a 4-4 ball game. It's hard to score runs. And the runner starts at first. We'll take a quick break. Wow. Sudden death. Welcome to it, Florence fans. First time this season. And Lake Erie chooses offense. So Florence will once again go back out to the field. It's Chris Barraza on the mound. The 2026 All-Star, starting with a runner on first for Lake Erie. That'll be Pavin Parks. Braden Jobert will be the batter. 0 for 3 today. Ground ball, right side, that's through for a base hit. Bobo fields that in shallow right. It's station to station. Runners first and second. That's 2 hits against Barraza to start off his tenure for Florence. What a development here at Forefront Field. Luis Acevedo is the batter. Flush everything else away. Runners first and second. Essentially, it's like you're starting the 10th inning again, because now you have that guy in scoring position with nobody out. Acevedo shows bunt. Pulls back. It misses outside. First sudden death game of the season for Florence. Look back, the runner at second. Pickoff attempt. Whoa. Slap tag applied, but not in time. Pavin Parks was bouncing around at second. Here's the 1-0, misses downstairs. They're giving you the out. Barraza trying to throw a strike. Acevedo's going to try and bunt this down the third baseline as the first baseman, Zeisler, just creeps in ever so slightly. Look back at second. 2-0. Gets it down the third baseline. Barraza picks it up. Throw on to third. In time. Barehand play from Barraza. Wow. Works out for Florence, and a little hesitation as well. Take another look. It's a lot of bang-bang plays in this late game. It was a right call. Right call, they got him. So not a sacrifice bunt. It stays runners first and second, but Pavin Parks is out. One away. That's a fielder's choice. 1-5. Geez, you do not see that. First pitch to Garrett Pike is fouled away. One away, runners first and second. There is no inning after this. Top of the 11th. You also don't get a loss in this game. The loss goes to sudden death pitcher A before they spontaneously combust. The 0-1 misses upstairs. Whoa. Harbison leaping to grab 93, top of the zone, 1-1. Garrett Pike, the lefty, 0 for 4 today. Reached on an error from the second baseman. Grounded out to the shortstop as well. We'll take either of those. Turn 2 and end it. 1-1, swing and a miss. Behind at 93, top of the zone. What a play from Chris Barraza, barehand snag. A little bit of hesitation, too, trying to decide whether to throw to first or third. Throws it to third and gets the out and the lead runner. From the stretch, the 1-2, top of the zone. Pike lays off. This is an absurd game. Once again, just late action. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Gasses it up to 95 upstairs. First K for Barraza as a yawl. Final out is Jerron Williams. Williams, in his lone plate appearance, pinch hitting for James Jett, was back in the 9th. He grounded out back to Danny Hines, who fielded it behind his back. Other than that, I mean, he came in first pitch swinging, ground a ball up the middle that probably gets through if Hines doesn't field it, miraculously. First pitch to him, swinging, top of the zone, 93. Two away in sudden death. Florence trying to sweep the Crushers. Barraza, glove beneath the belt. The 0-1, swing and a miss again, 94. 0-2. The Crushers down to their final strike. Barraza, look back at second. The 0-2, upstairs. 1-2 the count. Two away, winning run in scoring position. Kick, the 1-2 pitch, top of the zone, no good. Just barely upstairs, 2-2. Lays off 95. That probably just looks like a beach ball coming in. When it's at the top of the zone, your eyes just light up. That's a really good take from Williams. Again, the 2-2 from Barraza fouls it away. 25-26 on that spin rate. Let me tell you what, certainly happy Barraza's on our side late in this ball game. Florence sent a player to be named later and future draft considerations to acquire him from Mississippi at the deadline. 2-2, fouls it away. Williams catching up to a little bit of it. It is all cheddar from Barraza. And why not? Kick, the 2-2. Misses outside, and Harbison running for his life. Wow. Here we go again. 11th inning, sudden death. 2 away. Winning run on base, and it's a full count. The payoff from Barraza. Ground ball, third base side. That's passed and through for a base hit over the glove of Broussard. This game is over. Wow. Oi. Down to the final strike. Florence fades in sudden death and will lose this one 5-4. Lake Erie avoids being swept, and they even the season series up at 4 apiece. Wow. It stands right now, the Y'alls lose ground in the wild card. Windy City has come back. They're on top 3-1 at the bottom of the 7th. And they could have gained ground on Evansville, who lost 4-0 to Washington. Nightmare. Wow. Shocking. Honestly, just shocking. Whew. Well, he asked for a little bit of excitement. You got it. Yeah, nothing goes against Barraza there. That'll be a loss for sudden death pitcher A. The win will somehow go to Alex Castro, who hadn't pitched in like 2 innings. (5-4) sudden death loss. 50-36 now on the season before heading into a pivotal 3-game series against the Evansville Otters. Well, can't win them all. Would have been nice to gain some ground. You're still in a playoff hunt. Just a tough way to lose. Down to your final strike. I mean, that is a heartbreaker. On a ground ball, nonetheless. Put a glove on it, and you just go to the next batter with the bases loaded. Instead, neither one can field it, and Florence drops 5-4. We will head over to Evansville. For all the host families still listening, you guys can expect a little late entry from your Florence Y'alls. Florence will stop in Florence because you go by Northern Kentucky on the way to Evansville. They'll spend the night and then head back out tomorrow morning to go to Evansville for a 3-game series against the Otters in a pivotal playoff matchup. That will determine seeding. That'll do it for this one at Forefront Field. Last time you got to come here in 2026. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Had a lot of energy. Just did not go the way of the Y'alls. An unfortunate one. That'll do it for us here on the broadcast, whether tuning in to Frontier League Network or the Florence Y'alls Radio Network. We appreciate you tuning in. As always, I've been Rory Tettemer saying so long from Forefront Field. We'll see you tomorrow. But until next time, y'all have a good night. Ball.